Good morning and welcome to Unity on the Space Coast, where your soul is welcome here. So please rise as you're able for our opening song. 3, 4.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be.
One more time.
I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. I'm in the right place at the right time. I am just where I'm supposed to be. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. Oh, my soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. I am getting the message loud and clear. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
Right place,
My soul is welcome here.
right time,
My soul is welcome here.
right place,
My soul is welcome here.
right time,
My soul is welcome here.
right place.
My soul is welcome here. My soul is welcome here.
All right, please be seated. Too much fun. Put your hand over your heart for me for just a minute. And then your other hand. Feel your breath. Feel the tips of your toes for just a minute, a moment. Kind of take that feeling and energy all the way up to the top of your head. Expand that energy around your whole being. That soul that you are is welcome right here, right now. We know this. We know that we are living, breathing expressions of the Christ within each and every one of us. We come together today to celebrate our oneness, celebrate our good work of the week, and to celebrate our spiritual family in our spiritual home. We know that there's only one true sustainable power in our lives and in the universe, and that's God the good, omnipotent. We give thanks for this in and after the nature of Jesus the Christ, and so it is. Amen. Oh, yeah. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
Woohoo! I'm Reverend Roxanne Graves, and I am the senior minister here at Unity on the Space Coast, and I am so glad that each and every one of you, whether here in the building or online joining us, that each and every one of you have decided to come and spend this time with us. And I promise you, there's absolutely no place I would rather be than right here, right now, with each and every one of you. So welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you to everyone who came out yesterday to the Daniel Nahmod concert. Fantastic event. So only appropriate to open up with one of his songs. I'd like to take a moment to introduce our band and musicians and singers today. On drums, we have Mr. James Thomas. On bass guitar, we have Nick Phillips. On acoustic guitar, we have Michael Triendafils. And let's give it up for Linda Matthews, who's joining us for her first time today on vocals. We are so blessed. And none of the sound or visuals would be possible without our friends in the back. Thank you to Alex Dershka and Bob Knight.
Yay! And today our meditation will be led by our very own Board of Trustee President, Barbara Russell. Yay! I understand that a lot of you have been enjoying the longer meditations, so we're going to keep that up, and and hope you continue to enjoy them. Is there any? What about Eric? Oh, thank you, our very own Eric Brook, our music director. Thank you, thank you. You know, it's interesting because I rarely take hands in the audience, right? I mean, like I'll just, and move on, right? I don't, but for some reason I felt that was important, and thank you for that. Yes, Eric Brook, we couldn't do any of this without Eric Brook, so. Yeah, and yesterday was amazing. It was amazing. It got a little sunny in the afternoon, and we had to share. Sometimes we were in the sun, and sometimes we were in the shade, but we got it worked out. And, I mean, Michael and Nick and Barb and Eric brought so much to that event with their own original music. They did a whole hour of their own original music, which was incredible. And, yeah, it was a wonderful event. I would really, truly have loved to see more people from our church here. That's just the truth. The people that were here from our church were here working. They were volunteers. They were the music staff. We had maybe 3 people here that weren't. Everybody else came from other Unity churches or the area, and we didn't quite have the turnout I would have loved to have had for Daniel Nahmod. So we're going to be talking a lot. We're going to be talking a lot on the 29th after service about what is it we can do to invite this spiritual community to participate in the church, right? We love everybody coming on Sunday, and I'm not trying to make anybody feel bad or anything like that. It just seems all of a sudden that this is a really good time for me to tell you that we really are in a position in this church right now where we need you to take ownership of this church. If this is your church, we need you to commit to that in participation, in funding, in volunteering, in all of it. All of it. We're done with COVID now. We're coming back. Time to dig in and really claim our spiritual home for ourselves and for everybody else. And it has never been clearer to me than it was yesterday that my ideas of what we do, like Daniel Nahmod, is not where you guys want to go. It's not where you want to be. And that is perfectly okay. We just need to know where it is you do want to be, right? That's all. what is going to address what it is. How do you want to participate? What do you want us to do? And so I would love, please, right now, take out your phones, put it on your calendar. 29th, wear your Halloween costume, get ready to meditate a lot, and then talk about what it is we're going to do to take ownership in our church, okay? Yeah. All right, enough of that. Are you new here? I think I know everybody here, with the exception of a couple new folks. Nope. Oh, well, you know what? I have spent the last 3 days with this woman, so she does not seem new to me at all. But we do have a beautiful new person from New York. She has come to join us. Paula, we welcome you. She came from New York specifically to see Daniel Nahmod, which was a lot of fun. So we've hung out for the last 3 days getting things ready. Fill out the form on the front of that packet, take it to the bookstore afterward, and we have a gift for you, and we'll put you on the email list at that time. And we do have, I won't embarrass him, but Linda's son's here to support her. Yay. We'll pretend like we don't know. Thank you so much, Gina. And anybody that's due online, please contact us. Give us your information. We'd love to know about you. We'd love to share with you our community and the Unity movement as a whole. Contact us on email, Facebook, call us, send us a carrier pigeon. We will get back with you, let you know all about us. We have wonderful coming events. We have our mostly meditation, Halloween Sunday. That's next Sunday. I'm pretty excited about that. We're trying to shake things up, as you guys have noticed, right? So wear your costumes and be prepared to do some real inward meditation time, along with some absolutely beautiful music. So that's next week. And then we're going to feed you, and then we're going to go into, yay, this is our church. We love it. What are we going to do with it? All right? Okay. So I actually already went into that, didn't I? So everybody show up. If you've ever wanted to participate in any fashion, if you ever have, if you ever want to, if you are right now, this meeting is super important. I can't tell you how important it's going to be. Please, please, please show up. And I promise we'll feed you. Okay. SEE classes, Spiritual Enrichment and Education, start the 30th, a week from tomorrow. And they go through the end of the week, Friday, with their classes from 8 until 5. There are a total of 12 classes to register for. There's something that every one of you would enjoy taking if you had the time and were available. They're on Zoom, so you can, stay in your jams and, of course, So anyway, we'd love to see you there. If scholarships are available, so if you need those, please, please, please let me know. All right. Community Fall Festival, November 11th, from 11 a.m. until 4 p.m. We'll have artisans, crafters, psychic readers, healers, food trucks, live music, and more. It is a free event for everybody to enjoy. Again, this is another really good opportunity for you guys to say, hey, what are you doing today? Neighbor, you want to hang out with us at the Fall Festival. It'll just be fun. And a great way to introduce ourselves to the neighborhood. So let's try to consider putting that on our calendar and perhaps bringing some folks with us. All right, I'd like to introduce your Board of Trustees. Let's see who we have. If you're on the Board of Trustees, stand so I can see who's here. Yay, awesome. We have Judy Caswell, she's the treasurer, yay. We have, yes we do, we have Josh Knowles, he's our alternate. Barb Russell is our president, yay, Prez. And our secretary is our very own Eric Brook. And the others you can meet at another time when they come, but what we want to know is if you have anything you want to say, do, or talk about, these are the folks you go see, okay? They're here to support you. They're here to make sure that they keep the church faced in the direction that they want to go. All right? That's part of their job. Okay, come on up. We have this is also our business week. So Judy, our treasurer, is going to, let me make sure it's on for you, is going to give you our updates. Yay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay. So I know that's a little bit small to see. I do have it in paper if you need to see it after the service. So this is the third time I have addressed the congregation, and I'm doing it monthly now to keep you informed of where we're at financially. So I'm presenting the monthly treasury report for the month of September. As some of you may recall, I did present a mid-month report on September 17th due to the need to borrow $2,000 from our line of credit to pay bills. Let's see how we fared for the entire month of September. So we're looking at the September column right now. We started off with a low balance. The deposits actually totaled $10,131. However, I separated two amounts, one being the borrowed $2,000 from the line of credit and $1,466 that is actually from SEE class registrations for October. I've been transferring most SEE registration dollars to our savings account so that the funds are there to pay the instructors for their participation in the SEE classes. However, I wasn't able to transfer the $1,466 for registrations due to the low funds that we had in our checking account. We used this amount to pay for our monthly bills for September. So our ending balance for September without the borrowed funds was actually a negative $2,676. If you have any questions or suggestions to help support the financial needs of the church, I'll be available after the service today. Also, next Sunday, as Reverend Roxanne had mentioned, you'll have the opportunity to share your input on this and other needs of unity on the Space Coast. Thank you.
We do have another slide real quickly, the list of needs. We put this on the bulletin board, but we decided to toss it right up in here in this report. We need, for hospitality, 8-ounce paper cups for cold and hot, 12-ounce paper bowls for soup, 7-inch paper plates, disinfectant wipes, and then for maintenance of the building, whether you have one that's been sitting in your garage and you haven't used it in forever, but it still works, or if you see a sale and decide you want to purchase a new one, we need hedge trimmer, weed eater, shovel, 50 feet or longer garden hoses. We realized recently that our garden hoses have probably been sitting next to the church for 20 years and they're a little bit rotted, so we do need new ones. So, all right, very good. Thank you.
Go out and shine your light. You know the time is right.
You
gotta go out
Time to get into church
and shine your light. Go out and shine. Please rise as you're able for this next one here. Go out and shine. 3, 4. Go out and shine your light. You know
The time is right.
you gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Go out and shine your light. You know the time is right. You gotta go out and shine your light. Go out and shine. Go out and shine. Step out. Step out and take a chance. Walk the talk. Join the dance.
Relax, enjoy the ride. Let kindness be your guide. You gotta go out
And shine your light.
You know the time is right. You gotta go out
Let's say our vision and mission together, shall we? Unity on the Space Coast celebrates a world of harmony, abundance, and divinity. We joyously express truth, inspiring transformation. And our prayer for protection. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is and all is well. Amen. For the next few moments, we will spend our time in contemplation and meditation. During this meditation, our energy workers will be walking amongst us, holding space for prayer and healing. If you desire a little bit of those and a little bit of extra, we ask that you move to the outer seats near the windows. And when our energy workers come around the outside, they will stop momentarily and just give you a little extra energy, okay? Our healing do we have anyone who's going to do our healing today? Then I will do it with you, okay? If you want to come on up here and prepare, I'll do it with you. Yeah, they'll stop and hold space for you in loving kindness. You just stay right there, and I will be right with you. Barbara Russell. You know, I got to do the work. Okay, let's take a moment. Okay. Did I turn it off? I probably turned it off. I turned it off. Oh, true.
Okay. Okay, I'd like you to get in a comfortable position. A loving kindness meditation is a mindfulness-based meditation that helps us cultivate compassion, kindness, acceptance, and love for ourselves and others. The aim of this meditation is to develop a state of unconditional kindness and appreciation of the oneness with others, recognizing that all beings have the desire for happiness and peace. Okay, let's connect to our body, experiencing the feeling of the breath entering our chest, and then gently letting go and breathing out. Experiencing the sensation of our feet on the floor, our thighs resting on the chair. And just follow the breath in and out, being totally present in this moment with each breath. Now I'd like you to take a moment to consciously set an intention to open your heart, as we imagine our heart opening. Now bring to mind a person or a pet for whom you are very happy to see and have deep feelings of love. Imagine or sense this person or pet. Notice the feelings you have for them arise in your body. It may bring a smile to your face, or there may be warmth in your body, particularly around your heart. Whatever it is, allow yourself to feel it. Now let go of this person or pet and continue to keep in awareness the feelings that have arisen. Now see if you can offer loving kindness to yourself by focusing on these words. May I be safe and happy. May I be held in loving kindness. May I be healthy in body and mind. May I live in peace no matter what I am given. May my heart be filled with love and kindness. Now we repeat these words. May I be safe and happy. May I be held in loving kindness. May I be healthy in body and mind. May I live in peace no matter what I am given. May my heart be filled with love and kindness. We will repeat this one more time. May I be safe and happy. May I be held in loving kindness. May I be healthy in body and mind. May I live in peace no matter what I am given. May my heart be filled with love and kindness. Appreciate the sincerity of these words you say to yourself. Feel their ability to warm and open the heart. Now we offer loving kindness to someone who supports you. Bring that person to mind and say these words so they become your words. May you be safe and happy. May you be held in loving kindness. May you be healthy in mind and body. May you live in peace no matter what you are given. May your heart be filled with love and kindness. Again, may you be safe and happy. May you be held in loving kindness. May you be healthy in mind and body. May you live in peace no matter what you are given. May your heart be filled with love and kindness. Notice these feelings and sensations that arise and let them be. Let them sink in as we repeat this one more time. May you be safe and happy. May you be held in loving kindness. May you be healthy in mind and body. May you live in peace no matter what you are given. May your heart be filled with love and kindness. Now I'd like you to turn your attention to someone with whom you have difficulty. It's best not to start with the most difficult person, but rather someone who brings up slight feelings of annoyance or irritation. See if you can let these words become your words as you hold this person in awareness. May you be safe and happy. May you be held in loving kindness. May you be healthy in mind and body. May you live in peace no matter what you are given. your heart be filled with love and kindness. And again, picturing this person, may you be safe and happy. May you be held in loving kindness. May you be healthy in mind and body. May you live in peace no matter what you are given. Notice the feelings and sensations that arise, and see if you can just allow them. Just noticing thoughts and feelings, and let it be. Now I'd like you to imagine this whole church. I'd like you to imagine all the people in here. Imagine your family, your neighbors, as you offer this loving kindness meditation. May we be happy and safe. May we be held in loving kindness. May we be healthy in mind and body. May we live in peace no matter what we are given. May our hearts be filled with love and kindness. Now you may picture this extending out to our city, to our state, to our country, and to the whole world. May we all be safe and happy. May we all be held in loving kindness. May we all be healthy in mind and body. May we live in peace no matter what we are given. May our hearts be filled with loving kindness. And so it is. Amen.
more love, more power, more of you in my life. More love, more power, more of you in my life.
That song is beautiful. How many of you learned that song like 30 years ago? Do you remember that? I know some of you do. Yeah, it's interesting. I was just sitting there contemplating. I'm like, where were you when you first started listening to that song? And again, it just takes me back over the years of life, and it's amazing how when I first learned that song, there was a certain level of distress about it, because of the community that I was involved with at the time. And I just remember a lot of, we're New Thought people. I just kind of reflect on some old thoughts and some old thinking that I used to have, that song doesn't rise up in my heart the same today as it did before. So I'm grateful for today, grateful for the path that's led me into this space in my life, because it is a beautiful path. Amen. We agree that the places that we're in, there's just so much marrow to suck out of the meat of life, so to speak. And when we really reflect on our travels and all the people who have graced our life with their presence, that have brought so much beauty into it, there's really so much to be grateful for. So with intentionality, God, we just celebrate within us the beauty and the wholeness and all of the goodness that we not only pour out, but that which we have received from so many people. And may these words just fall gently upon hearts and minds that are open, that need to hear certain things from today's message. So it is. So I love asking questions. In this season of your life, what are you being drawn into? What are you being drawn into, and what are you being drawn from? What is being required of you? What is your current curriculum that you can't ignore if you tried? Gosh. I remember being in one of my Unity classes, and one of the professors, I think it was Reverend Zeal, she was like, when you come to ministerial school, nobody tells you about the hidden curriculum. And I just sat there just like, oh, duh. And I just realized you are so telling the truth right now. We don't know when we step into certain spaces and certain experiences what Spirit is actually inviting us to learn. And sometimes we're pleasantly surprised, and sometimes not so much. Right? You're like, oh, God. We talk about God's metaphorical finger. You putting your finger on that? Okay. All right. So today we're going to wrap up our series, and we're going to talk about power. We're going to talk about the beauty of the power of imagination as a regenerated person. And we're also going to talk about zeal. And we're not going to do it for 60 minutes. Okay? So last week, John Springer so beautifully shared so many deep and wonderful truths with us. And I love how he reminded us that the powers are for our use. Therefore, direct engagement with our own self. And it took me back again to my upbringing and the memories of some pretty extreme forms of religious expression that focused a lot on telling other people, about the good news, except that news really wasn't all that good, actually, and it had like this undercurrent of a threat involved, and somehow it just felt a little bit manipulative. And I remember thinking, okay, but I'm going to do it because I want to be a good person. And wow, I'm amazed. I'm amazed at the parts of my personality in retrospect that in order to be what I thought I was supposed to be, to fit the mold, certain things came out of me that are very, in my opinion, archetypal with what I know now. You know, and so it's a whole nother train we could go down. But when you think about, oh man, who was I? I didn't know. You know, some things you don't know and just tell you no. And so that sacred thread being clothed as a somewhat invitation was not, thankfully, that I grew out of that. And that took about probably a good 15 or so adult years. You know, but I also thought about the experiences that led me through all that to be where I am now. I thought about those people that accompanied my journey. I thought about how we would get together and laugh at that and go, dang girl, we did that, wow. And we would laugh at ourselves because we realized there was so much more to our soul and so much more to our consciousness than just what we were living into when we felt like we didn't have any other options. So the courage to reach beyond what was familiar to me didn't happen in days, right? Took months and years. It takes time. That time allowed me not to throw the baby out with the bathwater, fortunately. Rather, it gave me permission to ask the questions I needed to ask and to connect with what innately carried meaning for me. And I just believe deep down what we're doing in our lives is we're creating meaning. You guys know that you're meaning makers? Have you thought about that? You are making meaning of the things that have happened to you and in you and through you every time you have an experience. You get an opportunity to rewire yourself, to actually ask questions, to ask about maybe what's not being said or what's not being considered, because the way that you store those things that you come up with become meat for your journey, okay? However you choose to heal and whomever you choose to participate with you on your journey, please know that to be truly spiritual is to be familiar not only with our inner assets, but also our growth opportunities, right? There is no real victory narrative without a process, all right? Because processes give us connection with stories, all right? So when we share our narrative, our victory narrative, there's stories attached to that. And that's really, really important, because those are the things we retell ourselves time and time again, right? That becomes the fodder for thought that allows us to get over the next growth opportunity, or better yet, through it. Now, a process is the path that we forge from where we are to where we believe we're going, or at least in that direction, right? Sometimes we don't know, because we don't really have a complete vision, but we know, I think I need to be heading here, all right? So, spirituality gives us a framework for conceptualizing our particular path, how it may be distinguished from others' paths, and is a way of being in the world that allows us to feel a part of that which is larger than our individualized expression. Our 3 principles in today's lessons are, number 1, we're responsible for everything in our own skin. 2, having a mental vision that we can feel our way into is what creates radical transformation of the self. And lastly, zeal guided by wisdom really is a game changer, okay? Point number 1, power. Hear these words from the 12 Powers, Charles Fillmore and Cora Fillmore. The command is, go to every nation and preach the gospel. Man should apply the power of the word to his individual redemption, and he should speak the redeeming word of spirit to the multitudinous thought people of his own soul and body. I love that. He also says, ye shall know the truth, and the truth shall make you free. But man can never be free until he declares his freedom. Jesus said, I am from above. It is the prerogative of every man to make this declaration and thereby Rise above the psychicisms, he calls it. I love his language, which means the psychic constrictions of mortal thought. Then do not fear to develop your power and mastery. They are not to be exercised on other people, but on yourself. He that ruleth his spirit is more powerful than he that taketh the city. It's Charles Fillmore, Cora. One definition of freedom is unrestricted use, and I love that. And I believe that whomever we are, before circumstances got a hold of us, is still in there. The core of who we are is the phenomenal richness of the nature of our most excellent humanity. And that may be covered and hidden to a degree by our reflexive unconscious decisions or even our definitive conscious agreements based on what happened to us in environments, okay? The beauty of the spiritual experience is that we gain tools that help us to strip off whatever our reactions have been to life outside of our control and to re-embrace the core reality of who we are. A lot of big words, meaning strip off the junk, magnify the good stuff, right? That's why we do meditations. That's why we hang in there longer. That's why we allow ourselves to hold space in our discomfort so that we develop the ability to just stay and to be and to just let that stuff just fall to the wayside. Because most of us are experiencing society as it is, right? Gotta do, right? So, our core self is still speaking. Are you listening? It is within your power to draw from this rich inner well to utilize its potency. Therein lie the 12 powers. When we hold space for all that surrounds our inner being to become less heightened so that our awareness can expand, that's when we tap into some different realities of consciousness. Okay? So, more questions. Okay, ready? What are some of the things that give you pause when you think of using your power? Being overbearing? Okay, mine too, right? Because of some of the models I saw. Think about it. Even if you don't feel comfortable saying it, but if you do, you can shout it out because I'm sure someone is feeling the same. Yes, sir?
Being clear.
Being clear. Thank you. And if you'd like to expand on that, feel free. Yes. Being judged.
Amen.
Yeah, absolutely. Because with judgment comes shame, right? I don't want anybody looking at me like, girl, what? Right? If I take a risk. Yes, thank you. Right?
Failure.
Yeah, failure. Yeah. What if the thing that you try to do in your power just falls flat and it doesn't yield the responsiveness that you would have preferred? What do you do with that? Right? Yes.
Being criticized.
Absolutely. Being criticized. Yeah. As a critical person in recovery from my own criticism of others and myself, I know exactly what it feels like to have that coming at me and to do that to others and not really see that they have these beautiful budding virtues that they're trying to exercise and express and to cultivate that. So yeah, you're exactly right. Yes. Yeah. Being labeled, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. You're right.
Fear.
Yes, fear. Are there more? Thank you. I appreciate that. All the things that you all shared about, what comes to mind is, God, if I'm really seen for who I really am, are other people going to show up with me? Are they going to show up and be kind and gentle and allow me to find my way? Right? That's a good question. And that tells me that we need safe people to be able to do that with, right? Okay? There's a reality to spirituality, just living as a human being, and that is the reality of interpersonal neurobiology. Like, there's a lot that happens even being in a room with your mouth closed. Okay? There's a lot of feeling stuff happening just being together, right? Much less allowing your true self to really shine in a state that you would really like to be received well in. So it takes work, right? It takes a lot of work, so thank you. For me, I have an ongoing narrative that I have to constantly interrupt that says, I'm so busy. Okay, that's my ongoing narrative. If you look at my planner right now, it's like, I got a lot of stuff to do. But you know what I'm finding, and maybe this is part of the beauty of age too, is that that stuff is done best when I take time and I use my power to rein in all that energy and to actually allow myself to just make space and to breathe into it and to allow my own consciousness tethered to spirit to say, this is what's really important in this moment. Maybe those 5 things are not priority. Maybe this one thing is. And maybe if you do this one thing, it'll open up some space for you to do the other 4 more smoothly. That's why we meditate. That's why we listen. That's why we ground ourselves. So that we can know what the most important thing is, so that when we get to use our power in a new way, it is also I want to say it is bridled in such a way that it comes out according to wisdom. And it comes out in the measure that we feel comfortable sharing it with other people in, so that we don't have any undue vulnerability. Okay? So, what are some of the things that you want to move into that will make room for you to use your power more? Another question. Okay. Point 2, imagination. This is also from the 12 powers. To the spiritually wise, it is revealed that when man is fully redeemed, he redeems and purifies and uplifts the animals in himself. So I want to talk for a minute about that. Charles Fillmore was very clear on the aggregate of personalities, that we have many different parts of us that are doing things. And I love that. He's so clear. He didn't really teach non-duality. Okay, he wanted us to be aware of what comprised us so that we could have that type of dominion that he talks about in his book. He really wants us to have that self-control based on the regenerated man, so to speak. Now, imagination supports us in co-creating the vision of our truest unique self so that we want that part of us to operate in the world with a certain level of grace. Imagination is set ablaze by a thought that develops into a feeling that becomes sensation that is put into motion. Can you hold space for the reality that you're cultivating while experiencing its opposite, right? Whenever we are growing in an area, okay, anything that is in us that is contradictory naturally comes to the surface. And that's how it's supposed to be, okay? That's not something that is bizarre or odd or aloof. That's how it's supposed to work, because any contradiction that we're living in is requiring healing, all right? Because it got there for some reason. All right? Maybe somebody gave us a message. Maybe some circumstance happened. Maybe we had an experience that was based in not really seeing us fully, okay? And we have that thing in our head. Well, when we say, hey, I believe this is my highest and best, and it's a season for me to develop in this area, all these thoughts and things are going to come up, right? The word that we used to use for that is chemicalization. And it's phenomenal. It feels kind of crazy. It can, depending on how many messages you've gotten to the contrary of what you're trying to release in yourself. But that stuff comes up for healing. It comes up for attention. It comes up for a demonstration of your embrace around it, okay? It's crying out for integration, because even with the energy that it takes to constantly fight that or do whatever you did with it, run from it, whatever, that energy is longing for release to be directed to help you on your new path. Does that make sense? That's why we do healing work. That's why we don't ignore things, okay? So you can embody two different processes at the same time. Whatever the defeating thought is, we treat it as part of the process. When you treat it, no matter what you use, some people use Reiki, some people use other methods, okay? But when you treat it, you integrate it. Don't fight it, ignore it, freeze in it, or run from it, okay? Robert Augustus Masters has written one of my favorite books, and it's titled Spiritual Bypassing, When Spirituality Disconnects Us from What Really Matters. And he asked the question, what generates spiritual bypassing? Pain, or more precisely, the avoidance of pain. Pain comes with life, closely accompanied by our solutions to it, most of which are all about getting away from it, whether through alcoholic, narcotic, erotic, intellectual, material, egoistical, or spiritual means. The fact that these solutions, despite their analgesic/anesthetic capacity, only end up catalyzing more pain, usually does little to stop us from pursuing them. Our resistance to our pain amplifies it. The more we try to avoid it, the darker and more tenaciously rooted it becomes. But when we stop avoiding our pain, when we cease judging or fighting it, its presence starts serving rather than hindering us. In turning toward and becoming intimate with our pain, we cut through our suffering. And by suffering, I mean the dramatization of pain. Realizing not only that if we want the treasure, we have to still face the dragon, but also that our encounter with the dragon ensures that we will be ready or sufficiently mature to truly appreciate and make use of the treasure. As such, the dragon is not blocking our path. Oh, honey, it is an essential part of the path. Just like John Stringer talked about last week, he got to the point where he decided to treat what ailed him, and it opened him up to more of himself, his core self. What are you willing to consider doing as a way of honoring your painful experiences and yet not be limited by them? Because the truth is that the freedom, the unrestricted use of the energy that is trapped in those experiences becomes useful to you once you minister to that pain. And lastly, zeal or enthusiasm. Yes, in the 12 Powers, the Fillmore is right. Never repress the impulse, the force, the zeal welling up within you. Commune with it in spirit and praise it for its great energy and efficiency in action. At the same time, analyze and direct its course. As zeal alone, it is not without intelligence or discretion as to results. I love that. He says also, we are all kings in Christ, but with him, we must realize that my kingdom is not of this world. Our dominion is over our own thoughts, emotions, and passions. Wholeness entails the reclaiming of the parts of ourselves that have been diminished by others' lack of graciousness or circumstance or natural disaster or whatever it may be. However, reclaiming is not just a statement. It's not just one meditation or a few prayers, although those are good starts. But reclaiming really is a process. I am a child of God, and therefore I do not inherit sickness. In addition, Mrs. Fillmore reported making amends with her body for the way that she had treated it. And she also became aware of how she used her body, her speech, in ways that created results that she didn't want, so she stopped. Okay? That's the characterological part. okay? The parts of us which we give the least attention are the parts that are not yet integrated into the whole of who we are. The experiences we have had are stored in neural networks that have thoughts, emotions, sensations, images, and triggers involved in them, okay? Those neural networks informed what and how we use those things and do them as well. So if something in you is calling for your attention, man, get the support you need, and let's get it. Let's get it so you can be more and more freed up to be who you really are. It's your birthright. There are parts of you that only you can reclaim to live in your own personal wholeness. Claiming it is a start. Living into it is a process. So, in this season of your life, what are you being drawn from and drawn into? What is being required of you? What will skillfully help you embrace more of your experiences and your being? And my prayer for you and my prayer for us is that Spirit would guide us into a felt sense of safety, that deep, ever-deepening knowing that we are loved, and a grand opening to learning more of what truly can be for us in this life. And so it is. Amen.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope you like this one, guys. This is a favorite one of mine.
We live and we lie and we fall and we fly and we win and we lose. So for now, let's all enjoy this view. Yeah, we live and we lie and we fall and we fly and we win and we lose. So for now, let's all enjoy this view. Let it be. Let it be as it is. Remember me. All we got are memories in the end. I wanna be humble, be a good friend. Give boss like then I'm bringing in. Cherish all the good times, learn from the rest. Yeah, heart on sleeve and head in chairs. We live, yeah, and we lie, and we fall, and we fly, and we win, and we lose. So for now, let's all enjoy this view. Yeah, we win, and we lie, yeah, and we fall, and we fly, and we win, yeah, and we lose. So for now, let's all enjoy this view. Life can be so amazing if we stop all the chasing. Good times are always waiting, so take a look around and you'll never see them wasted. Turn the other cheek, switch your angle. Get out of the loop that's got you tangled. Cause there's a sunset and a sunrise, so open your eyes. We live and we lie and we fall, clap, and we fly and we win and we lose. So for now, let's all enjoy. One more time. And we live and we lie and we fall and we fly and we win, yeah, and we lose. So for now, let's all enjoy this view. Thank you.
Lately, yeah, we have.
Beautiful voice. Oh, I guess okay. I sat down ready for the next song. Oh, I love this place so much. Okay. As the ushers come forward, let's take in our minds our prosperity celebration, our gifts, our tithes, and our love offerings. If you're giving online, you can do it on our website. Facebook has a donate button. Whether you give by auto tithe, whether you send in money, whether you come and donate your time, whatever that tithe is, I want you to think about that tithe and pull in that energy and hold it in your heart for right this moment. And let's bless it together. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God, for the joy of giving and receiving. And we know that each and every bit of this returns to each giver, heaped up, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And so it is. Amen.
You might feel compelled to get up and move your hips on this beyond your own personal will. I'm just saying that. This happens with this song. If you do have a hip replacement, please be careful during this song. Yeah, please be careful. This song's called Everything Happens for the Best. Everything happens for the best. Everything happens for the best. If life puts you through the test, remember, everything happens for the best. I see some people moving. Look at there. Long ago on a Russian farm, boy fell down and broke his arm. Mama cried, oh so sad, thinking they had made God mad. A Russian army came, looking for boys to steal away. Saw him in bed with a broken arm, left him lying there on the farm. Everything happens for the best. If life puts you through the test, everything happens for the best. Everything happens for the best. Everything happens for the best. Keep this thought, throw away the rest. Everything happens for the best. Chief went swimming, nice and slow, till the clock bit off his toe. Lived on home, tired and numb, wondering how he could be so dumb. Then got caught by a cannibal tribe, gonna eat him up alive. Saw no toe and said, this can't be good to eat. So they said, give him free. Everything happens for the best. Everything happens for the best. Keep this thought, throw away the rest. Everything happens for the best. Everything happens for the best. Everything happens for the best. Keep this thought, throw away the rest. Everything happens for the best. Solo, Eric Hansen. Get it, Eric. All right. You might break a leg and miss a boat. Don't limp around with low-down hopes. You might find that the ferry sank. You'll jump for joy and give God thanks. Break the tape, see the picture clear. For most of us, it's all too near. We can't see the forest for the trees. Best to surrender and let it be. Everything happens for the best. Everything happens for the best. If life puts you to the test, everything happens for the best. Everything happens for the best. Everything happens for the best. Keep this thought, throw away the rest. Everything happens for the best. There was some professional dancing coming from that second row right over there. There's a good Latin rhythm dancer right there.
Everything happens for the best. Boom, boom. That was fun. All day long now, when I want to chuckle, I'm going to, I can't even say it without chuckling. I'm going to think about Eric dancing around in a circle with his little, I'm sorry I missed your show. Oh, God, I love you guys. I love you guys. Okay. Huh? Oh, sorry. Okay. So, prayer support. We love, love, love to support you in prayer. You know, that's Unity's founded on healing and prayer. And so if you would like us to support you in prayer, there's several ways that we'll do that. There are prayer cards in the seat backs in front of you. You can fill that out, put it in the prayer box. Otherwise, we do have prayer chaplains that will pray with you after service up here in the front of the church, one-on-one. Anything that you share with them is held in the strictest of confidence. Also, you can send in a prayer request on Facebook, on our website. You could call. I'll answer. Love to pray with you one-on-one. All right. Give us the opportunity to do that. Everything happens for the best. Next week, I want to remind you again, next week, we have our Mostly Meditation Halloween Sunday. Going to be beautiful, beautiful music, lots of great meditation, and a Halloween costume. I mean, I'm kind of thinking you can't really beat that combo, right? So please join us next week, and then don't forget to meet us afterward for that USC Leadership Team meeting. Again, this is where you have the opportunity to give direction, to participate, to assist. This is where you have the opportunity to say, yeah, this is my church. I'm here. And I want to make sure that it stays here too. So join us. We will feed you. We always love to feed you. So go ahead and show up. I already got an order in for soup. So we're set. All right. Let's all stand and sing our song of peace. Divine power, regeneration, and zeal live as me. I am whole and well. I love you. Have a wonderful week. Mwah. And
1, 2, 3. Everything happens for the best.
Everything happens for the best.
If life puts you through the test.
Everything happens for the best.
Everything
Happens for the best. Everything happens for the best.
Keep this thought, throw away the rest.
Everything happens for the best.